Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the Trillion Dollar Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, MattRiches. The market will be open in 3 minutes. If you caught the pre-market briefing, we had a 5-minute drop after the 5:30 a.m. unemployment claims came out. But the real story is we waiting on Trump because he's going to talk after the market closes. As soon as the market closes at 1 p.m. today, we have a 4 to 6 week timeline on the war in Iran, and the market is very uncertain right now. All right, let's get into the mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I'm the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable, I am skilled, I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law. Pay attention to negative cues. The ability to loosen our mind and alter our perspective is a function of our imagination. Learn to imagine more possibilities than you generally consider. Avoid fixating only on what is present. Ponder what is absent. In 2026, every investor is staring at the positive cues, the bombs, the headlines, the red charts. But the master investor looks for what is absent. If the market is at a 18 on the fear and greed index but stops making new lows, the absence of a breakdown is your vitamin C. It's the hidden signal that the bottom is forming. But don't just watch what the market does, watch what the market refuses to do. And I'm not saying that's what the market is doing, because we definitely been making new lows. For us traders, the barking dog is the trade that fails to trigger. If we get good news, like the jobless claims coming in right where they were supposed to, and the market doesn't rally, that absence of strength is a warning. Imagine the possibilities. If the buyers are absent on good news, they are exhausted. Use your imagination to see the missing volume. Sherlock Holmes did not solve the crime with the clue he found. He solved it with the clue that was missing. Market open, market open, market open. Let's go. The market is open. March 26, 2026. Let's get into it. All right. SPY. All the $1 trillion tickers are red, including SPY and QQQ, except BRK.B. All right, so SPY currently down almost 1% at 651.43. QQQ, let me go on a smaller time frame here. QQQ is down over 1% at 581.53. Nvidia is down almost 2% at 175.50. Apple is down almost 0.5% at 251.45. Google is down 1.75% at 286.23. Tesla is down 1% at 382.19. Microsoft is barely under break even at 370.62. Oh my goodness. Microsoft getting destroyed out here. Talk about $1 trillion tickers on sale. Amazon is down 1.5% at 208.52. TSM is down 2.25% at 339.68. Meta is down almost 3% at 578.50. Wow. Crazy. AVGO is down almost 2% at 312.95. And BRK.B is barely over break even at 476.50. XLG is 10% off right now, y'all. XLG, we just got our alert. XLG. Alright, let's check out some of our other tickers we like to look at on the show. Look at this. Look at this watch list. It's all red except the VIX and a 10-year treasury note. Okay, so SPX is down almost 1% at 6,535. NAS 100 is down over 1% at 23,895. The Dow Jones is down 0.5% at 46,162. The Dow Jones ETF is down 0.5% at 461. The VIX spiked up. It's up 7% at 2711. 10-year treasury note gapped up as well. It's at 437. Wow, that thing is... Oh, man. I remember it was under 4 a few weeks ago. All right, gold is down 1.5% at 4,435. The gold mini trust is down over 2% at 87.80. The silver trust is down 5% at 61.86. The copper miners ETF is down 4.5% at 72.30. AMD is down almost 0.75% at 218.60. Bitcoin is down almost 3%. It's under 70,000 again. It's at 69,230. IBIT is down to 39.23. Ethereum is down 4.5% at $2,071. BMNR is down 4.5% at $20.30. Palantir is down 3.25% at $149.88. Robinhood is down 1.5% at $71.40, y'all. Alright, let me put my 8-chart display up here. Top left hand corner, we got Nvidia. To the right, Apple, Google, and Microsoft. Underneath Nvidia, we got Amazon, TSM, AVGO, and Meta Platforms. Let's check out the heat map. There it is. That's what's going on in the market, y'all. Majority red. Energy's green. Majority red. Wow. See if we got any change in the fair and greed index. It's at 19 right now, y'all. 19 on the fair and greed index. Excuse me. Alright, I thought this was interesting. Kentucky family just rejected a $26 million offer to turn their farmland into a data center, roughly 10 times the area's going rate. They said, if it's my way, I'll stay and I'll hold and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything. Wow, that is incredible. If you had a farm in Kentucky and it was worth 2.6, but they offered you 26 million, would you take it? It's a lot of money. But they said no so far. Alright. Next we had Kenya and China doing business. Check it out.
We are very, very, very excited at the opportunity that lies ahead to enable Kenya's coffee, tea, avocados, nuts, fruits, vegetables, minerals, and all other products from this land of Kenya to access Chinese markets.
Last month, President Xi Jinping announced that starting from May the 1st, China will fully implement a zero-tariff policy for 53 African countries with diplomatic relations with China. This is great news for China-Kenya economic and trade cooperation, especially for Kenya's efforts to expand its exports to China.
Shout out to Kenya and China doing business. Oh, I thought this was interesting. The U.S. Army has changed the max enlistment rate from 34 to 42. So their recruitment numbers have been so low that they added 7 years to the enlistment age. They said they missed their goals last year by 15,000. So they had to expand the eligible pool by roughly 10 million adults. Plus, they eased the marijuana use waiver and relaxed prior drug conviction rules. Interesting. Alright, next. This is in Nigeria. They have a billboard here with 5 speakers. The college, what is that? It says Diaspora Returns, Our Roots, Darwin College, Our Roots, Our Rise, Our Return. And 19 Keys is on that billboard. Shout out 19. 19 Keys, go ahead and call Tariq Nasheed because he about to take you out of Hidden Color 6. Go ahead and call that man and come to an understanding. Because I listened to his show and he said he about to take you out of Hidden Color 6. Very interesting. Hidden Color 6, they did end up raising that $250,000 that they needed. So the film is going to be getting made. And Keys about to take you out. You better call him. Alright, next. Jury finds Instagram and YouTube liable in landmark social media addiction trial. Yes, social media is very addictive, and people have to stop doom scrolling. Alright, here it is. The Los Angeles jury ruled that Meta and Google which is Instagram and YouTube, are liable for designing addictive features that harmed a 20-year-old plaintiff, awarding $6 million in damages, $3 million compensatory, and $3 million punitive after 40 hours of deliberation, assigning 70% fault to Meta. This trial stemmed from a 2023 lawsuit alleging platforms like Infinite Scrolls and Notifications hooked minors despite knowing the risks. TikTok and Snapchat settled pre-trial while Zuckerberg testified, but YouTube CEO did not, highlighting Section 230 limits on content liability. The bellwether verdict could spur thousands of similar youth harm lawsuits echoing tobacco litigation, though companies plan appeals and dispute casual links to teen mental health amid a separate $375 million New Mexico penalty against Meta for child safety failures. Yeah, we talked about that $375 million verdict the other day. All right, the Trump administration brought back $100 million of gold from Venezuela for U.S. refiners. All right, I thought this was interesting. This is from Bar Chart. It says years to save for a home, and it has all the states, and the shortest is Iowa. It takes 7.8 years to save for a 10% down payment on a median priced home. New York, it takes 23 years. Florida, 16.5 years. Texas, 10.3 years. Hawaii, 21 years. Nevada, 14 years. Illinois, 10.7 years. Georgia, 12.9 years. And the longest amount of years that it takes is California, 25.1 years, y'all. That is incredible. Incredible, y'all. Imagine saving for 25 years for a 10% down payment. And then you have to get a 30-year loan. That is insane. All right, next. Charles Schwab has started to offer brokerage accounts designed to introduce teens to investing and personal finance. It's called the Schwab Teen Investor Account, a joint brokerage account for young people between 13 and 17 and their parents or legal guardians. With the Schwab Teen Investor Account, teens get access to a range of investment products, financial education tailored to their needs, and 24/7 support from Schwab professionals. I don't know about that, but teens who complete an online education course within 45 days of opening an account will receive $50 in fractional shares to help them get started. A joint account structure allows parents to monitor and engage as needed as their teens invest. That's dope. Shout out Charles Schwab. All right, next. Uber and the Chinese company Pony AI are gearing up to launch a robo-taxi service for Europe, starting with Zagreb in Croatia. Robo-taxis is real, y'all. Robo-taxis is real. All right, let's check on our prices. Let's see. Check on the $1 trillion tickers first. SPY, okay. We got a little upside movement. Price SPY is down 0.5% at 653.37. QQQ is down less than 1% at 582.93. Nvidia. Oh, we can also see if our levels hit. Okay, so SPY opened up at 652.05. It did hit our first upside level at 652.50. Next level I got is the pre-market high, which is 654.90. Alright, QQQ opened up at 582.59. It did come hit our first support level here at 580.70. which is very close to the pre-market low. And then it took off to the upside. And it came right to our 1 hour level here at 583.40. And then sold off. So shout out to that. We doing good on those two. Alright, next we had Nvidia. Opened up here at 176.15. Headed to the downside. It did not hit our level at 175. It actually bounced 17 cents away. But it did. Oh, this first candle actually. So it opened up here at 176.14. It came up and hit our 1 hour level, resistance level at 176.45. And then sold off. So here we are on that. Next we had Apple. Opened up here at 252.20. Came down and hit our 251.60 level, our 251.25 level. Consolidated, and now it's taking off to the upside. So if it continues to the upside, we got the high day, which is going to be 252.48, followed by our next level at 253. Apple's currently down. Oh, Nvidia is currently down 1.71%. Apple is down fractionally at 252.36. Google is down 1.5% at 286.70. Let's check out Google. So it opened here at 288.08. Sold off immediately on the first candle. Came down and hit our 1 hour level at 286.05. Bounced a little bit. Rejected. Oh, actually, excuse me. It hit our level at 286.05 and also our level at 285 before finding some upside. Coming back down and touching both of those levels again and taking off back to the upside. Tesla is down almost 1%. Let's see. So Tesla opened up here at 381.59. Got some upside movement. Sold off. Came down here. Hit the pre-market low. And was 18 cents away from hitting our daily level here at 379.30 before taking off to the upside. So it was close, 18 cents away, but it didn't hit it. Alright, next we got Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft turned green on the day. Microsoft is up over 0.25% at 372.40. It's getting very close to our 1 hour level here at 373.05. Next we got Amazon. Amazon is down over 1% at 209.21. It's very close to the pre-market low level. It almost hit our 1 hour level here at 207.55, but it was 25 cents away. TSM is down over 3% at 336.76. It did open up here at 339.90, came up, sold off, came down to our daily level here, broke through slightly, and then bought up, and now it's very close to our daily level here again. Meta Platforms is down almost 3%. Opened up here at 582.47. Broke through our close level. Came down and it was 61 cents away from our daily level here at 575.70. AVGO is it's actually underneath the halfway point of our Smart Money Concepts buy zone, but it's still in there, y'all. And BRK.B is barely over break even at 476.59. Alright. And I thought this was interesting. Let's get back to the news. Bitcoin worth 35 million tied to a drug dealer moves after a decade of dormancy, reports on-chain analytics firm. Who gained access? The Post reports a transfer of 500 Bitcoin valued at 35 million, which was in Clifton Collins' wallet. He was an Irish drug dealer, and it was flagged on-chain analytics by the firm Arkham Intelligence. Collins was arrested in 2017 for drug trafficking. He hid his private keys inside a fishing rod case discarded in a landfill. But Ireland's Criminal Assets Bureau, partnering with Europol, recently cracked access and confiscated the assets per court order. This event demonstrates blockchain forensics, enabling law enforcement to recover illicit crypto holdings, with the funds moved to a Coinbase Prime wallet, while the other 391 million. So basically, he had 12 different wallets, and they was able to crack one wallet and get that 35 million back. But he has 11 other crypto wallets that they haven't been able to crack yet. But they cracked one and they got 35 million. So there's that. I thought that was an interesting story. Too bad they didn't crack it when Bitcoin was at 120,000. Well, they're probably gonna leave it in there anyway. Might as well leave it in there until that shit go up. I don't know. They probably gonna spend that shit. They don't care. It's free money to them. But all right. Next, this is from Barclays. They said keep buying despite market fears. Stocks have struggled the past couple months, with the S&P down 4.2% amid the U.S.-Iran war, rising oil prices, and persistent inflation. But the Barclays says investors should stay invested. Strategist AJ, okay, I'm about to butcher this name, but strategist Ray J Rajahashika argues fundamentals remain stronger than sentiment suggests, pointing to solid U.S. earnings and ongoing investment cycles. Markets appear to expect a short-lived conflict, with bonds and other assets pricing in temporary inflation shock rather than prolonged disruption. Oil prices have risen, but not dramatically over the long term. Despite volatility, the S&P is still within 6% of the all-time high, and market stress indicators have eased. Well, not all of them, because the fear and greed is still in extreme fear. But the bottom line is, uncertainty is high, but Barclays says it's a wall of worry. Investors should keep climbing. Shout out to me for saying dual name. I can't say it again, but run the tape back if you want to hear it. Nah, let me see. Rajahashika. Shout out to Rajahashika. Alright. Let me run these other ones. Let's check out the heat map one more time. See if anything turned a little less red. Okay, we got a lot more gray. We got a little green, a lot more green. Because the first time we looked at it, it was super red. But yeah, we got some nice recovery. Okay, Apple turned green. Microsoft is green. Okay, we had a couple tickers turn green there. The $1 trillion tickers. Alright, let me run the numbers. On these ETFs. IWM, Russell 2000 is down almost 0.5% at 250.91. SPYM is down 0.5% at 76.99. QQQ is down over 0.5% at 240.42. SPYG is down almost 1% at 98.77. SOXQ is down over 2% at 61.35. How much is this off of? Oh, the all-time high. Okay, let me see how much discount SOXQ is on. Oh, 8%, 8.5%. That's not bad. Let me see what 10% off is going to be looking like on SOXQ. $60.20 for 10% off for XOXQ. It's currently $61.20. So we got to drop $1 and you'll be 10% off, y'all. TQQQ is down 2.25% at 43.40. SOXL is down almost 7% at 53.04. SOXX is down almost 2.5% at 336.92. XLG, we did hit our 10% off. Well, we bought gold yesterday. That thing gapped down too from yesterday. But it's only $54. I don't know. Well, we got Trump talking at 1 o'clock. He might send that shit down even more. The IVES 30 is down almost 1% at 29.02. SPYI is down 0.5% at 49.57. QQQI is down almost 1% at 50.16. I did get another dividend from them last week. So yes, I'm still holding. And I think I got about 4 dividends so far. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 4 dividends. The big account, I was getting like 400. So, but I'm still down because I bought so many shares. So I'm still holding, y'all. I'm holding this thing until the market recovers. Alright, let's check out the sectors. XLE hit an all-time high on Tuesday. It's up over 0.25% at 60.75. XLK is down over 1%. XLF is up 0.25%. XLY is up fractionally. XLC is down over 0.5%. XLV is up over 0.25%. XLP is up over 0.5%. XLU is up over 0.25%. XLI is down almost 0.5%. XLB is up almost 0.5%. And XLRE is up almost 0.5%. Alright, let's go ahead and get into Instagram. How we like to end the show.
It's struggle when you're.
This is interesting. Huh?
When you're poor and eat vegetables, it's struggle. When you're rich and eat vegetables, it's healthy. When you're poor and ride a bike, it's failure. When you're rich and ride a bike, it's discipline. When you're poor and wear real gold, they call it fake. When you're rich and wear something simple, they call it designer. In the end, there's no real high or low. Life just changes under the filter of money. When you're poor.
Interesting, yeah.
You're more blessed than you think. Sometimes you just struggle to realize how much is in front of you because you're constantly thinking about what you have to obtain. The rich person is not the one who has a lot, but the one that has enough. So you should seek to have enough, inshallah. When was the last?
I thought this was interesting.
Say that again, Jay.
Weak people notice other people's mistakes and laugh. Strong people notice other people's mistakes and learn. Weak people talk about other people's problems to feel better. Strong people talk about other people's problems to become better. Weak people gossip about others to build fake connections. Strong people express vulnerability to build real ones. And this one's the kicker that you were just talking about. Weak people envy people ahead of them. strong people study people ahead of them. Both people are looking at the same thing, but they're seeing different things. Because no one is a weak or strong person. It's just what you focus on.
Ooh, that was a gem right there, yeah.
It don't happen overnight, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you're gonna take yourself on a ride that's very uncomfortable. I think it's just about being committed to the work, appreciating it, when it's good and not stressing too bad when it's bad, just appreciating the work and staying focused on showing up every day.
And that's what we do here on Trillion Dollar Tickers. I'm your host, MattRiches. Yes, I'm still feeling under the weather, but we did the show anyway. And yes, I'm still going to work out anyway. See y'all tomorrow in the pre-market. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.